Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel Answers by Divine. This is going to be for your crystal ball September 2018 love reading. So let's get it started. There's no cards involved, just the ball. So what's happening when I use the ball is that sometimes I see images, sometimes I hear keywords or short phrases coming to me. So I'll just tell it to you. Like one of the readings I've done before, that I see something like a briefcase. It is flat, it is A4 size, so it might be something like a bag, yeah, something along the line. So let's get it started for Scorpio to see what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing given the use of this crystal ball for the love reading of Scorpio September 2018. Okay, let's get it started. Turning your back away, turning away, not might not be physically, but like, I mean physically or literally, but I see Scorpio, I see you ignoring someone, turning your head around, turning your back around, turning your emotions around, your feelings around from someone over here. It's like for now, for this point in time, at this point in time, you might want to have some time alone to yourself, or just naturally you just feel like you need to be alone, and you don't want to explain much, you don't want to talk, you don't want to explain much, you just want to just keep it to yourself alone. But it is an internal struggle that you're having over here. Like you want to be alone, but yet I feel that you're needing your partner to be emotionally available, or to be available to you as and when you need them. Like they need to be on standby, like really on standby. But other than that, I see you really needing your time alone. But because needing your time alone really feels like, sometimes it feels and it looks like a breakup to them or to you. But it is actually not that. It is actually not that. It's just you just need your time alone during this point in time in your life. For whatever reason, it is just, and actually the reason is there's no reason. It's unexplainable. It's just your mood, your high tide and your low tide, that you want to just turn around and then just be looking at the walls, just be yourself and be alone, surrounded by four walls. And yeah, and then because of this, I see that the both of you and your potential date or your love interest or your partner is turning their back away from you as well. And then it's looking like a fallout over here, and they just ignore you, they don't care about your feelings, and you feel like, what what the hell. I feel there's a lot of things happening, and it's actually nitty-gritty happening for you in your life. This is for you, Scorpio, for you, not your partner. More for you, more of it happening on you, not your partner. I feel that there are a lot of different subjects, aspects of your life that's coming up, rising, coming to your life, happening to you. And they are not major, but they are just nitty-gritty: family, work, social, friends, a lot of things that's bothering you or that's disturbing your thoughts, your mind. Even though it might not be something like literally, but somehow others people's behavior, others people actions or way of living just affects you. And you just, when you look at your friends, how they behave, the things that they say, it just annoys you, and then because of that your moods are affected, and then it affects your relationship. I see someone wanting to move on over here. Might be you, more like you than your partner, but could be both ways. But what I'm seeing over here, honestly, it is more like you. I see someone over here wants to move not okay, not from the bottom of the heart, but subconsciously doing a lot of actions, and they are perceived as though like you are moving away, you are looking away from this relationship. You want to talk to someone new, you're doing all the shitty stuff behind your partner's back. Could be you, could be your partner, but more like you. I'm feeling very strongly it is you. You are doing all those little actions that's pointing towards you losing interest, disinterest into the relationship, but actually it is not. But it's just you, probably, when you're blank out, when you're spacing out and zoning out, it's just you, clicking, or maybe tindering, swiping, whatever. These are just examples coming from me, not that I see it, but what this is how I will explain to you. You know how really it's like when you're spacing out, when you're zoning out, you're just being alone, doing things that you don't even know what you're doing, and it's not like consciously you want to talk to someone new, or you want to talk to some other man, some other girls. If you're a man, it's just you doing it unconsciously. And then because of that, it leads on to a lot more. It leads on to more between you and your special someone over here. It's like subconsciously all these actions and behaviors just were being observed by the other person, the other partner in the relationship, and then it feels like betrayal to them. It feels like losing of interest. Oh, you don't want me anymore, you lost interest in me, now you're looking out for someone else, someone new. Or I hear something like saying that you're horny for someone or whatever. So it's like a lot of jealousy happening here between you and your partner. Could be you, could be your partner, but more likely from your partner that I'm seeing. Okay. I see tantrums, someone throwing tantrums, leaving the other person behind, not knowing what to do. I see really tantrums. If you know what tantrums means, like really, even though there's bickerings or fallouts like that, or downtime of the relationship for like that, but I don't see you putting in the conscious effort to address it. You just lead on whatever they're thinking, whatever they're saying. And okay, if you say that I have someone else, so be it, I have someone else. You just lead on showing tantrums, or probably to some of you, you just don't want to explain yourself. And you don't want to, and it's hard sometimes for some of you. It is hard to talk about what's really going on, because the fact is that nothing's going on, but it is just the time where you're just being yourself. But by the way of saying being yourself is really doing things that you don't even know what you're doing, but you're just doing it. That's just you being yourself. Because I feel and I see that for the last couple of months, Scorpios, it has been really heavy on you, and probably this partner feels to you like a like a comforter, where you're just laying on them, laying on them, like, okay, laying on them. And they are the person whom you can be lighthearted, you can be easy on them, easygoing on them. And it's just, I will say, it's just unlucky for them to be so comfortable for you, that you're just sometimes it looks like to them that you don't really cherish them, you don't really cherish this relationship. But actually, to you, Scorpio, it is really a lot of you feeling very comfortable with them. And then you just don't see that how they would be like others who are mindful of, whom you have to be so on your guard, uh, to be so on your guard when it comes to having a relationship. You no longer need to stalk on them. You don't feel like there is a need to stalk on them. There is a need to do any kind of not curse, superpower, black magic or whatever on them. They just don't need. Somehow it just, you either feel like you're restless, that you can't be bothered. It's like you've been doing this for all your life, and this is finally the time where you found someone whom you have no interest in doing this on them. It's like they might feel like the right one for you, or you're just tired, you just don't want to do any of such things again in your forthgoing relationship, in your forward relationship. We just want it to be different for once, Scorpios. You know, I see you really taking advantage. Like, the more they are interested in you, the more they are waiting on you, the more they are like crawling, coming to you, sucking up on you. Sometimes is the more you're being princessy over here, like the you for the longest time. I think this is pretty good, like even though there are issues like that, but I feel like Scorpios, you finally found someone whom you don't need to do any of such things anymore. You're so lighthearted, you don't even find yourself having like very strong interest in going into readings, like really looking out for the right readings for you, and stuff like that. It's like you could just finally be yourself and do what you do for your life, which is not stalking, which is not supposed to be stalking all your life. It's just really you trying to improve, progress on yourself, rest your soul, rest your mind, Scorpios. I feel like, you know, this is really the time. If you have got someone else, this is the time, and this someone else actually provides you the comfort zone to work on yourself, to progress on yourself. Maybe I start to hear back again, maybe you might still need to do a little of those actions, but it's not as strong and as much as before. Okay, Scorpios. Scorpios, I see you having some long-term plans with this person. Like, in your mind there are plans where it is unspoken, and you're waiting for the right time to surface, to come to happen. Like, there are plans for within yourself, in your mind, uh for this relationship, for this person, for the both of you in times to come. But it's just that the time right now is not happening yet. It's not the right time, it doesn't feel like it is right, or everything right now, the situation right now, the both of you, or the mood settings, they are not right for now. But I feel very strongly, Scorpios, you have got some plans in mind with them, like a two-person, like a honeymoon, something along that line over here. There are plans in your mind which is unspoken yet. It might be happening. I feel like it might be happening. Not, it wouldn't take long. It will probably be the next 1 or 2 months. But I feel like you might want it quicker, like probably end of this month or early October. But otherwise, if things doesn't flow according to your plans, it feels a lot like October to November, not even December. Maximum it is until November that this plan of yours will likely take place, initiated by you. But you're just waiting for something, either waiting for the right time or waiting for the partner to do something right. For singles, you're waiting for someone. You might be waiting for someone to take action on you, to come towards you, to I feel like saying crawl towards you. You want, like, for once you want to make people work for you, work towards a relationship with you, because it's always you going for a relationship. And this time round, somehow you just want people, like the other person, whoever whom you might be seeing, you might be dating, I see you wanting them to come towards you instead of you going towards them. But it's not happening, and you might just be stopping yourself from doing the same thing, because you want a different result, you want a different ending. You don't always want to do the same thing with the same results. Okay. I feel some of you have let go, but have let go 50% of your past, of your past habits, of your past, of the past person, of the past whatever that's occupying you for the whole of this summer. I see you letting go like 50% or more than 50% of it, but there is still another 50% or so of those that you had in your own past, like the whole time, or maybe just in the last summer, which is the last 3 months. I see you trying to let go, or gradually letting go. Some of you might not be moving forward because of options, because there are still it looks and it feels like something from the past might be coming towards you, might be coming back, and you want to deal with that first before you move forward. There's something about you that you want to tell it to your past person, your past ex, whoever it may be, a long ago past, a long ago ex, or a recent ex, whatever, a past person. And this person is different than to the current person, the current interest whom you have. I feel like there's something that you want to say to a person from the past, and want to have a closure. And before that happens, it feels like your mood, your mind is not tuning in to the right frequency to deal with the current relationship right now, if that's the way I can put it. I see you and I hear you waiting on something, Scorpio. You're waiting on something. Let me try to see, what are you waiting on? Something different this time round. Something different, something very different. And it is not just one thing or one person, but something very different this time round for the whole of this love, for the whole of this September. It's like you feel like a different time, a different month this time, but you just can't explain what is different this time around, what is different this month. It's like you just know something is there for this month. You're waiting for it to happen. You're waiting for some things to happen over here. I see you studying some stuff. Looks like you're studying someone. Not exactly stalking, as I said, you no longer stalk, but you are trying to understand someone over here, your partner or your love interest, not the past person, but your new interest for yourself, for your life. You're studying, the way to them. You're studying how to make this relationship work for the, this time round. But it is not stalking, it is studying, it is learning about them, like astrology. Read out about them, looking at their birth chart, whatsoever, trying to know more, like if their birthday is this date, this month, what's their personality, what's their traits. Or you're learning about what they do, their job, studying them, not stalking them, even though you're away emotionally from them, or like not close with them this time around. But I see you studying them. For those of you who are in a long-term relationship, it feels like after so long, after so many years, you're finally putting in the time and the effort to learn about your partner. Because for all the time in the past, you might be assuming them, you might be assuming them. I wouldn't say taking advantage of them, but you might have assumed them to be the idea of who you think they are. That is for long-term couples. For new lovers, new couples, yeah, I see you trying to find out more, learn more about this new person, what makes them tick, and yeah. Oh, it is already 20 minutes. Okay, so let's stop it here. So Scorpios, this is for you. Some of them might resonate, might already happen for you. Some of them might not. For any of those messages that are not the positive, not so positive, make sure that you don't let them happen. But otherwise, neutral messages, you could just go along with the flow. So till then, let's see if I can do more along the way in this coming month or next. So let's see. Till then, I will see you again very soon. Scorpios, bye bye.